If you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching my One Piece Chill channel, welcome back. Today we are going to read the latest chapter of One Piece 1130. I know I'm a little bit late, so maybe we don't even need a spoiler alert because I was traveling to Kazakhstan and I just came back yesterday. Also, check this out, I got it there. Isn't it cute? But yeah, so I'm just now catching up with manga, and I just saw we have a 2 week break after this chapter came out, so just something to keep in mind. But if you would like to read or reread chapter 1130 with me, let's get it, let's go. So it's called The Accursed Prince. And we are reading now on Shueisha, obviously because I'm super late, so it's going to be a little bit of a different translation that I'm used to. And we have Yamata's cover story, volume 17 now. Holy shit, it's been going on for a while, huh? Sword got stolen during nap time. Oh, right, they're all sleeping and some mysterious figure stole the sword. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see where it goes. Okay, the plot is picking up. What was this? The plot was also that people are disappearing. Now, like the sword is also being stolen. We'll see where it goes. So Frankie is talking to the giants. Listen up, warriors of Elbaf. This search is over. What? To make a long story short, we searched and we didn't find nothing. But we know they are alive. I love the reactions of the giants. They're really funny. They're alive and well, so thanks for trying so hard to find them for us. It really warms my heart, oh friend. Yes, let's wait for them in Elbaf. We are all heading for the same place, Robin agrees. And Jinbei too. Indeed, my shark network didn't turn up anything either. That's helpful. Shark network. We are just grateful that you went to such lengths to search. Plus, we are out of food, Brooke notices. No point to any of this if you all starve in the process. Okay, well, they are super near Elbaf, right? So it's okay, they are out of food. They will land soon and get more food. I don't think that's much of a problem now. So I guess we are all meeting on Elbaf now, right? I see. Well, if their own crew says so, they're fine. That seals it. Steer us back to Elbaf, boys. Let's toast to our safe return. We're out of food and drink, Captain. Nothing to toast with. Okay, that is a problem. But the ship is pretty happy, and we know the rest of the crew are okay. Yeah, we go right to them now. It's huge. Look at this tree. How many thousands of years old is it? Luffy says. So this is the tree, and this is our crew and our cat. Like compared to this tree, I suppose. Well, it's a bit hard to say, I guess, from this frame. Oh, but we got the next one that is really pretty. What? And there's snow, and there's a huge, beautiful castle, and this kind of bridge that goes into the tree, or like from the tree to the castle. Are they all like this? So big, bro! It's freezing. Is that a mountain? Look how long this row bridge is. Isn't it been a while also since we got a winter island? I'm thinking. Was like Punk Hazard the last one, or am I missing something? I think yes. Wait a minute, it's so vast. I feel like I'm getting dizzy just looking at it. Nami is saying, oh, hide, there are giants coming down the bridge. So, like, we are hiding from the giants. I think in general, shouldn't be too... Okay, I guess that is reasonable. But that frame with the castle and the bridge is really, really pretty. Oh, wow, wait. We saw them before, didn't we? Gerd, New Giant Pirates. They're from New Giant Pirates, right? Well, that makes sense. And the New Giant Pirates cook, Goldberg. Why did Hyrule have to bring that weirdo onto the crew? Well, that's because he is a good navigator. Well, I hate him. Loki is not the shame of Elbaf, it's him. The that's only going to make Rhoda happier. Yeah, so like he is even disliked by his own crew, and he was acting on his own accord. So I feel like we as Straw Hats should be fine with the other giants, especially like from a new giant pirates crew. Oh, but Gerd is, I'm not sure like how do you pronounce this name. She's so pretty. I love her design. I love her hair, and here in particular, she looks just gorgeous. I mean, Goldberg is cute too, but I just can't stop looking at her. You saw it, didn't you, Piper? She's talking to an owl. His crow was carrying a little boat in its mouth. Oh, they noticed it. Oh, nod, nod. Oh, the owl is like, yeah, yeah, I saw that. Intruders have to be caught, of course, but Rhoda creates intruders all of his. How do I even read it? You know, he has like a particular speech, but Rhoda creates intruders all on his own. That's a bit too much. Hide, Luffy, but they seem nice. No, stop! Yeah, I mean, they seem nice. I agree. I'm going to find them and tell Chief Jarul about this. Did you hear that, people? They said the name El Buff. We got them in there. Oh, Sopper's happy. I didn't know they have a giant so beautiful. Sanji, I agree. Hey, you guys, Luffy's trying to call out to them, but Nami isn't taking it. Idiot, they said intruders get caught. But they do hear some noise and they do turn around. But again, like they are so giant and we are so tiny. It's probably like hearing a mosquito in the distance, you know? So they're like, did I imagine that? Yeah, I think so. So, yeah. Rhoda, are you in there? So we went out of the castle. So our way through the bridge would be up to the tree, and Rhoda resides in the castle. And these two came to visit him. Whoa, it shakes a lot. It's so long. Wait. We are going on the bridge. It probably shakes not from Straw Hats, obviously, but like from the wind. We gotta hurry. If those giants come back, there's nowhere to hide. I mean, I would kind of argue that they are so. I mean, yeah, usually giants do notice us, but the bridge is. I feel like there could be a hiding spot. You could turn around and hold the rope really tightly. Oh, we also see. Can you see the wolves there? Down like, near the bridge. I thought like that there's a long way to drop off from the bridge, but wolves look like they are so up close, maybe because they're also giant. A giant-sized bridge means every step is a pit to avoid. I mean, that is true. Don't worry, Nami. I used to balance on ropes all the time. I'm good at this. Balance on ropes all the time. It's a trial fit for a brave warrior. The forest below is packed with giant wolves. Yeah. And they are like Luffy is actually being super smart here. I feel like he is taking the easier even maybe road while they're jumping from one wooden plank of the bridge to another. He's going through that rope thing on the side that is just like continuous. It doesn't have any holes in it. So, you know, okay. What's up, Luffy? Can you feel that too? Something is tingling. Well, I'm not going, Sanji says. Then I will. Zoro is ready to go, but Sanji grabs him. Neither are you. You're not setting foot in any forest. In that, I wrote his words. Sanji is gonna get lost. It's whoever I heard roaring back in the Block Kingdom, Luffy says. I think. Interesting. And we also got info before that there is Loki who is the shame of Elbaf, which is interesting. Let's see, maybe that's Loki that's roaring. You guys keep going across the bridge, Luffy yells and jumps off. Okay, I mean, at least let's go all together maybe. What are you doing, Luffy? Be brave, Usopp. Poor Usopp is like, that was here, right? It's a trial fit for a brave warrior. Be brave, Usopp. I'm rooting for you, Usopp. You got this. Where are you going? It's all wolves down there. I think they would be fine with wolves as they're a strong crew by now. But yeah, I think they should just go together, not Luffy just alone. Like he leaves the crew, goes to that roar. How are they going to find each other? I mean, yeah, it happens, but and like silence. Okay, then we go back to the ship. What does it say? We attacked Egghead? Yeah, that was in the morning paper. Oh gosh. Why would they lie about us? It's so tiny to see. Oh, yeah, it's like posters made for humans to look at. So you can imagine a giant is like, what? What? What is my bounty? I read it for you, Robin says. The giant pirate crew returns after a century of slumber with Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. They set the seas around Egghead aflame. The captains of the giant pirate crew, Brogy the Red Ogre and Dory the Blue Ogre, are each worth a bounty of 1.8 billion berries. We have bounties. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I love the photos they used. Oh, they look so cool. 1.8 billion. I didn't think we were back in action. I feel like they're kind of excited about this, right? You were each at 100 million back in the day, right? That's a big jump. Yeah, that's true. Of course, inflation means the current. Robin is like, actually, of course, inflation means the currency value has changed a lot in 100 years. That seems appropriate for an Elbaf warrior chieftain now. Meanwhile, our captain is the culprit who murdered Vegapunk. Yeah, we kind of knew that's going to be the news, right? What? Another masterclass in lies and distortions. Frankie says, yeah. Oh, Luffy also has a nice foot and in his Nika form and with an X on his arm. Ooh, that is interesting. Wahahaha, so he killed me, did he? Shut up, you know he was protecting you to the end. I mean, that was a joke, Frank. That was a joke. When was this picture taken? At some point in Egghead, I'm sure. It's interesting also that X, we drew it when we were saying goodbye to Vivi. It was kind of like a symbol, but was it like a permanent tattoo? Because or Oda just like doesn't draw it usually, because usually our hands, our arms are just bare. You don't see that X on anyone anymore, so it was just like a symbol for that particular moment. But here on the photo it's like clearly seen. That is an interesting moment, I feel like, right? At some point in Egghead, I'm sure the World Economical Journal has people everywhere. They will pay good money for photographs. Then on the next page, Robin is saying, when Luffy turns into his free form, does this mark appear on his arm? Does it? He's okay, they are talking about it. He's usually, where was it? Okay, we turned around and we put our hand up like this, or was it a left hand when we turned around the back from the video? Was it the right hand? I feel like, but the mark is on the left one. Okay, let's keep reading. He's usually moving around so much, I've never gotten a good look. It seems unnatural to me. His hand is blurred, but the mark is crystal clear. Strange detail to focus on. It just seems familiar to me, Robin is saying. So maybe it was the left hand. I'm like not sure, because a manga can also be mirrored, right? So you can get a bit like confused, like was it left or was it right? Because sometimes when you read manga online, the pages are mirrored, right? So it could very well be like this exact arm. Amazing to think that Straw Hat's considered equals with Red Hair now. I mean, that is cool, but obviously to Robin it does look familiar, because like she was present in that arc. That was more like between other members of the crew, mostly like, yeah, all the members that are not present right now, that could look at this mark and immediately say what it means. To Robin it's like vaguely familiar, but they would like right away probably say, oh, that's like from that time with Vivi. But Robin kind of probably is like knows it but can't quite put her finger on it. Vivi Farewell. Let's find the picture, right? So yeah, all the members that are missing right now, all of them are separately on Elbaf, and it was a left arm. Okay, so maybe when I read it, it was mirrored, because now I'm finding the picture. It was the left one. Even you are watching me right now. I feel like I'm also mirrored. Usually I yeah, I feel like my picture is also mirrored, so that can be a bit confusing. Yeah, Robin maybe like saw it from the side, so that's why it's familiar to her. Let's check. Yeah, and even like the spot is the same, so that is quite curious. Of course, if they were here, they would say something. So this mark that was drawn temporarily, just to show like, hey, we might be leaving and you are not joining our crew, but in our hearts you're always part of our crew, and like we are together with you, and we are friends forever. And it was temporary, so we just like washed our hands and it went off. But now when Luffy takes his free form, his Nika form, it appears again. That is a very curious detail. I wonder. We had this youngster named Hyrudin on our crew. I hear he's your follower now. He is the son of a king too, you know. Oh, was he? Was a real Tempest's brat though. He was he? They wanted to come get you too, but in the end it was only us old-timers because of a bit of trouble back in Elbaf. Yeah, they're saying like they wanted to come and get Dorian and Brogy too, but in the end it was only us old-timers, because there is some kind of trouble in Elbaf. And what kind of trouble? It happened while the captains were away. You see, in Elbaf the king had another official child known as the Accursed Prince. Oh, curious. The name of the chapter. He committed all manner of evil acts and was sentenced to crucifixion a few years back. Holy shit. But nearly escaped his punishment. It took all of our warriors to get him under control. All the giant warriors of Elbaf together? Would his name happen to be... Okay, maybe that must be Loki that they mentioned. And Luffy probably heard this person. So I get this is going to be a major plot point, most likely, right? Yeah, he's got a few screws loose. His desperate desire for legendary devil fruit passed down through the Elbaf royal line led him to kill his father, King Harald, and eat the fruit. The next time that Loki, that is him, that's Loki, the accursed prince is unleashed, the world will be brought to ruin. He's the shame of Elbaf. That is interesting. Oh, Elbaf lore. Wait. That him? That's so cool. Oh, that's a double page, but it's split in two, so on this side I can't even like check it in its full glory, but oh, holy shit, that is really cool. And Luffy's size in comparison. That's impressive. I love the design. And he is also like blinded, or he just has a blindfold for whatever reason. Oh, name yourself, he's saying. Gosh, I'm Luffy, the man who will be the king of the pirates. I mean, classic greeting, right? Someone says good afternoon, someone says hello, and someone says I will be king of the pirates. King? Where am I? And who are you? Luffy asks. Okay, there's another double page that's also split in two. What the heck? What the heck, Shueisha? Oh gosh, this is Warland, Elbaf's kingdom of warriors, the most powerful nation in the world which once lived and breathed warfare. And I am the sun god who brings the world to an end, Loki. That is interesting, sun god. That is our fruit. And yeah, we got like the word Elbaf here. It's shaking. I guess that's our guy still walking through the bridge and it's shaking. And there's some huge sword in that huge tree. I guess also like maybe that is Yggdrasil again, but just like a real deal. And Luffy, where is Luffy? Is this like the very yeah, it's near the tree, right? Maybe that's also why it's shaking. Like maybe he is moving, shaking the like the whole tree and the bridge also because it's connected. I'm not sure how it's called in English, but like the very base, right, of the tree, like, he's chained there. I think to the tree itself. Oh, and there's some kind of city also on the tree, and some kind of war machines or something, or is it for looking, or is it for okay, that is really interesting because Loki, it is a god of, like in Scandinavian folklore, it is a god of deceit and trickster god and stuff like that, not the sun god, right? Obviously. And I feel like the name probably isn't chosen randomly. Why is he called Loki? And it says that he killed his father and he ate the fruit. So he has that kind of fruit that he wanted, that goes through their royal bloodline, and he is alive now. So he has that fruit now, and he calls himself Sun God. And we know that Luffy actually has the fruit basically of a sun god, Nika. So that's also quite curious. There are a lot of so that is it for this chapter. As I said, after this we have 2 week break. I'm not sure when this chapter came out actually, because I just came back, so maybe there's only like 1 week break for me. We'll see. I have to check that, but very interesting moments in this chapter. The way Luffy's mark appears when he is in his Nika form. What would that mean? That is really curious. Is this like something? It must be that mark that we drew, right? Connected to Vivi. So it would have kind of similar meaning, wouldn't it? Maybe it's just like in his mind, in his spirit, even though it's not present here, it is here for him. You know what I mean? Like in his mind, he has that connection, like Vivi is my friend. So that mark, it's still there in my mind. So when he becomes Nika, when he reaches his true form, right? He has that mark because in his mind he is supposed to have it. You know what I mean? That's my only theory for now. Maybe it's something deeper. And then with Loki, it is really curious. So is this some kind of different fruit, or am I missing something? Let's reread it a little bit. So it led legendary devil fruit passed down through the Elbaf royal line led him to kill his father, King Harald, and eat the fruit. So he did eat the fruit. The next time he is unleashed, I guess when he is unchained, he can bring the world to ruin. And he called himself Sun God who brings the world to an end. I feel like it has to be a different fruit, right? Has because if he ate the, we are told that he did eat the fruit, and there can't be two of the same ones, so it has to be some other one. I don't have like any other option for that, because in theory, if the fruit did disappear and it happened a while ago, we could say, oh, maybe that is the like that legendary fruit, and Luffy ate it in the end. And he at the same time, probably not, probably some other kind of fruit that is kind of similar, maybe in a way, maybe also sun god, but some other sun god or something else. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. That's a good chapter to put out before a 2 week break, because there's a lot to talk about. But if you watched this video to an end, please also share your thoughts as well as your favorite moment in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and see ya.